Nightingale fires at Alan Wake?
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it. But it felt all wrong. Call it instinct. His posture. The way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Oh. We really got to start engaging with this. Not the writing, but the information release. Right? So in a normal novel, the thing about it is that it's a one-way river. The information gets released. You go through the information in one direction. And, like, people change that when they write different types of novels. I'm reading a book right now. It's not great, but I'm reading it anyways. In which we flip chapters between the past and the future. We see a character when she's, like, 16 and a character when she's, like, 35. And so the flow of information, the fact that she has broken up with Adam when she is 35, is messed up because we know at 16 that she's just met Adam and she's romantically interested in him. And then, so there's like, you're not going through the river of time in one direction. You're leaping back and forth. In this game, we get manuscripts that are telling the truth of our story, telling what happens to us, or at least mostly telling it. But we're getting them out of order, which is interesting, which is very interesting. This manuscript in particular tells us Nightingale is no friend, despite being a higher power with the FBI. He's not a friend. So then when I meet them, I don't know who they are. When I meet Nightingale, am I then not vibing with Nightingale because I was presupposed, because I was fed information before? Or because I would have felt that way either way? And also, if the manuscript is going this way, but I'm the writer, who's to say I should be doing what the manuscript says? Does editorial control come from writing something different or from doing something different? Determinism, which is one of my favorite themes in all of writing. Determinism is my shit. And this game has it a little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. In this, like, writing versus, like, writer... the writing versus reading sort of thing. Enter the vehicle. I gotta check the back of the vehicle to make sure nobody's hiding in there first. We got a sweet truck! Hell yeah, dude. Accelerate is WASD. Steering is also WASD. And brake and reverse is also WASD. Is that not a funny way to phrase it? Like the controls? They don't tell you which of the WASD buttons it is. They just tell you... Oh, there's a guy right there. Oh, fuck, I hit the wall. Brake / reverse? I can't really look. I want to hit him. Let's burn him with our light. Hold to boost the lights. Ah, yes. Everybody's favorite driving mechanic, boosting the lights. Hell yeah, dude. How long have people been recommending this game to you? Ah! A long time. Long time. Pretty much since I've been making videos. What's going on over here? If the Taken can also drive vehicles, I'm fucked. Oh shit, they just spawned in. Okay. Oh no, gotta save some battery. That's not good. I can't go that way. Oh, we got a ramp. I did not see the ramp over here. This truck's suspension is wrecked. think I can skirt through here, maybe. Yep. That's a dead end. Who's running? My bad. I love the sound of running over them. It's really funny. There's no way I can drive up this. The fuck? Oh, I'm supposed to just get out the car. Get out me car. Bye, Air at Prime. The car won't reverse. There we go. Okay, now we go. Now we go. Now we just run. I think this is the way I'm supposed to go. This is peak Halo Warthog gameplay. This is where we saw Rusty. So we're going the right direction. The mammoth is still in there. My driving is explaining a lot about how Alan's car ended up on that cliff. Listen. Rusty, are you dead? I mean, we know Rusty's dead. He fucking... We never saw his body, though, right? Because he... We saw a, like, dark presence version of him. I don't know if we saw his body. We saw a dark presence version of him that chased me down while talking about, like, not littering or something. Oh my god, a coffee thermos. Oh yeah. This game has been so much fun. Are we, like, not very far into it? I feel like we're probably not very far into it, this game. I feel like I take way too much time to talk about the writing. You're at 69%. I don't believe that, but... What was that? What was that noise? Okay, we gotta watch out for the birds. Oh, fuck? Oh! I do get to fight the birds. Okay. My light is affecting the birds for the first time.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
It seems like it's probably gonna one-shot whatever. Oh, shit! One-shot whatever comes out of the woods, yeah. Let's just run. I guess I can just sit here in the light forever, right? Fuck yeah, flare gun.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need...
In the beginning.
A week.
It's not done.
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
If not, you get me? I'm gonna... You know, she's gonna be... You know, like, X's for eyes. You get me? You know what I'm saying? If you don't deliver it, she's gonna be like...
Barry had talked about
No!
birds over the phone.
Oh, Barry. Okay, so I'm very confused on the plot here in terms of the writing. It's so strange to me. I need a week more to write the novel that I haven't started writing, which I definitely... But I'm finding pieces of it written. Imagine if this is all an elaborate ruse to get him over his writer's block. That's what I'm saying. Dr. Hartman is like, let's put him in a nightmare, a psychedelic-infused nightmare where the only way to save his own wife and his own life is to write this novel he's been putting off, you know? Listen, we need books 6 and 7 of Game of Thrones. George R.R. Martin gets taken to a cabin in the woods put under some heavy psychedelics, and fed a really bad trip to the point where we have to write ourselves out of the whole of the corner we've written ourselves into, you know? It's a really short novel. He needs 2 days to write it. The fucking birds, bro. I like that I can make them disappear by hitting them with my light. It's really neat. Actually, the darkness controls the taken. Well, I didn't assume it was the other way around. What's that noise? Crows. Around the side? What do you mean around the side? What's going on here? I'm fucking scared.
Al, I am so glad you're here.
Barry?
A couple of
Barry, if you've been taken...
got in here before I blocked the chimney. This isn't normal. These birds are weird.
I can see him. What happens if I shoot through the window? That was a dumb decision. It bounced off? Oh, fuck! Defeat the birds. It bounced off. I guess that's what I get for trying.
I thought the pigeons back home were bad. Al, make them go away, please.
The pigeons in New York?
The only good thing about this goddamn horrible situation is
This
that
is
I'm
not
not
working.
allergic to birds. Achoo! Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. Ah! I don't know what's going on here. I really don't know what the mechanic is. So I'm just shining my light on as many of them as I can. I think it's more light than it is anything here. I think maybe they count as one single enemy, like the flock. You know? I can't tell. The mechanic here is a little confusing. But I have a lot of batteries. And they seem to be dying when I shine my light at them, so. Oh, fuck. Ah! I swear they come out of nowhere. I'm gonna die. I'm so gonna die here. They're fucking everywhere, dude. I can't change my batteries fast enough.
Barry, you can open the door now. They're gone.
That's too many birds. It's way too many birds.
Hey, Al. I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
I sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something.
We're sitting down to write.
Anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared.
Look at all those chickens.
The man wanted
Look at
a
all those
manuscript.
chickens.
I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
This puffy jacket is
Barry
so
Wheeler
funny.
speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet.
What? Why does she sound like that? Why does Rose sound like that? What is going on? Oh no.
Brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Barry, you fucking fool.
I know.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
No. Oh God! God fucking damn it! Oh shit! Ah! That's so scary. Oh my god! Oh, I hate that so much. That's amazing. That's actually an amazing scene. God damn.
Come here.
Oh.
Pretty please. Can you tell me where I am? You.
That was really dope,
Won't you
actually.
say something?
End of episode 2.
I need to get my bearings.
Okay.
And the shadows keep
That was awesome.
haunting
It's done? No, no, no. How many episodes are there? I don't at this point
Previously
know.
on Alan Wake.
I don't at this point know, and I don't really want to know for now. I may ask at some point, but for now, we have 2 episodes done. I don't know how many there are. Don't really want to know. The music is awesome. I really like the music. I feel like that is twice now we've had an amazing ending act scene. I do think the... So we've talked about Alan Wake's writing as a character a lot. The game writing, I do think... there are places where I think it just lacks a lot. Like, I do not think this is a particularly... I'm very interested in the structure. I am not very interested in the plot. The plot is very sort of like ham-handed at times, very clumsy. I don't really tend to like love stuff because of plot, so that's fine. It's not like what I'm here for. But there is something really special in a video game in particular where you are put into a scene specifically because like where you have every single reason to be put into a scene. Sometimes in this game I'm like, Alan Wake doesn't really have a reason to be in this place. He just is there because it makes for interesting gameplay. Like it, you know, having a guy come at you with a chainsaw is interesting. It's like it's fun. Maybe they're doing something with like horror movie tropes. It's possible. Maybe there's some commentary there. But the plot that like drives us to get to those situations does not feel very clean. Exactly. That said, I'm having the time of my life. The game so far is a 9 out of 10. I'm not. Game is a 9 out of 10, and frankly, I'm still reserving judgment on the last 1 out of 10 because of what may or may not be going on with the like overarching structure. We don't really know what reality is. We don't know why the first scene that we were in was called Nightmare, but the bleed between the world of that scene and the world of the real world that I think I'm inhabiting is not. Those are not completely separated by a hard dark line. They appear to be bleeding together a little bit. So it's possible I'm also just not seeing stuff or understanding stuff, or I don't know. What a game though. What a game. Holy cow. We're gonna keep playing. Do you know how long you're streaming today? Probably at least another half an hour. Am I in any danger of finishing the game in the next hour? Front seat question, yes or no? Just looking for a yes or a no. Am I in danger of finishing the game in the next hour? No. Okay, that was my expectation. But I don't want to like stop right before a weird ending happens. Okay, good. Take in mind the game was made with very low budget. It's 15 years old. And all of that said, Ikelos, I think the game shines. Like, I think the game is amazing. Like, I find the flashlight and shooting mechanic, despite being a little weird for being 15 years old, so interesting. Like, a lot of fun. I like the ability. It plays very like The Last of Us in some ways, but it plays better than The Last of Us in others. And I love The Last of Us, mostly for the writing. But, you know, like, I'd rather have to figure out how to defeat birds in the sky made of darkness than I would have to take out a thing with a brick. Like, it's more... it's just like a slight twist on combat to make it weird, like supernatural and puzzly, a little bit more supernatural than puzzly. I don't know. I'm no expert on video games, but this game is great. I like it a lot. Fun fact, this game is older than Skyrim. Are you a writer or something? I'm a wannabe writer. That's the way we should phrase it. Take a shot. Oh, I miss this 2010 style of game that we just don't get a whole bunch of these days because they're chasing some highbrow art bullshit used in a loving way. Interesting. I don't know what you mean by that. Highbrow art bullshit. What do you mean by that? Because I feel like at some points this game is going there. I don't know, man. We'll see. All right, let's keep playing. Oh. Okay. Previously on Alan Wake.
Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her.
You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found
Okay, so this is a rhetorical question. This is me talking through the timeline in my own head. In my own head, the current timeline is this. Alan Wake and Alice arrive at City, where they are going to take a vacation. Alice has secretly also potentially booked a consult with Dr. Hartman. They immediately arrive, meet the old woman with the veil, who sends them to the wrong place. Alice immediately dies / goes missing. I try to save her. Alan tries to save her. A week goes by with no memory. My assumption is that during that period of time, Alan writes a novel, a manuscript. Then we awaken. This is all assuming we are in a very realistic world, which I do not, with a realistic world with tinges of supernaturalism rather than a supernatural melding of, rather than a supernatural world with touches of realism. Like realism with touches of supernatural instead of vice versa. After a week, I surface. I have no memory. Barry arrives. I've been arrested, all that shit. We go through the events of the last couple of hours where I'm like going to meet my quote unquote kidnapper who wants to help me, but then really doesn't at the last second. Says I'm going to write a story or take some editorial control. But then at the end of episode 2, we sort of have the bomb drop that if the like abstract darkness is the enemy, there's something in particular controlling the missing Alice, which is the Veil Lady who gave us the wrong address and is like puppeteering Rose. That's interesting because up to this point, the darkness in an abstract, darkness with a capital D, darkness as an abstract concept has sort of been the enemy. Kidnapper's been an unknown quantity, but Veil Lady has been mostly the inciting incident and not anything else. Now she's puppeteering and she's escalating the plot by saying, come to the trailer park, etc. So we kind of appear to have a timeline. The kidnapper wants the manuscript in the next 2 days. The Veil Lady says, come to the trailer park, and we're probably going to head right there. That's sort of where I'm at right now. We'll see. More often than not, games are trying to be something really profound with brilliant storytelling and world building, in my opinion. See Cyberpunk, these other games of the ilk. This feels a little more condensed in terms of scope and how it is handled, resulting in a very tight product. I think that's interesting. Yeah, I wouldn't have used highbrow art as the term there, but I do see what you're going for. On the one hand, we have Cyberpunks, which I've heard are amazing, Witcher 3s, which I know are amazing, full world, millions, like more characters than you should have in a condensed story, that add up to 100+ hour stories that are still really great. I think you're definitely onto something that they appear to have been working with some strict limitations. It sounds like a very low budget. It sounds like a, 2010, graphics and ways of getting through a story. But one word I would not use to describe this product is tight at this point. I think it's very interesting, but I would not use tight for this game so far. Maybe it'll end up being very tight. Maybe it'll all be airtight. Maybe it'll have been clear and condensed the entire way. I would say The Last of Us 1, very tight. The storytelling in The Last of Us 1 is very tight. I would say, like, the character and storytelling in The Last of Us 1 is basically real tight. But that's an interesting thought. That's a really interesting thought. Definitely some very big ass games these days.
Found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
This scene is so fucking freaky to me. Ransom. That scene is so fucking
How the
freaky
hell
to
did
me.
she get her hands on the manuscript anyway?
I don't know. She's resourceful. I told you you were too hard on her. Listen, I found out all sorts of interesting stuff while I was digging around.
Yeah.
Mr. Wake, it's Sheriff Breaker. We have an FBI agent here, Agent Nightingale.
There's
FBI.
Nightingale. Interesting.
He's anxious to see you. You'd better come to the station.
Okay, I'll be right over, Sheriff.
Now
Let's
we're
make this
collaborating
quick,
with
huh?
lawmakers.
Help you folks?
Who the fuck is this guy? Now we're collaborating with lawmakers. So a couple interesting pieces of info there. Nightingale, who has been hinted at for us, has arrived. Rose has somehow found the manuscript, despite the fact that I'm wandering around finding individual pieces of it in the dark. And frankly, I have to play on nightmare mode to find some of it. How are we doing? We've missed one in episode 1. And no, one in episode 2. All right, who's this guy?
Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
This is very simplistic, and so I hesitate to say it, but it is a really funny point that somebody made on YouTube. On the VOD channel, which is that, of course, Alan Wake is supposed to be a like James Patterson. Rose, the person at the diner, knows who he is and has read his books. It's not like he's William Faulkner. And I'm like, you're not wrong. Mr. Randolph, it does not appear, has read Alan Wake's books, but is familiar with the celebrity from the radio.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives.
Oh, really?
This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well,
Okay, so that tells us something. So that tells us that we are more likely in a realistic world where supernatural sort of bleeds through. We're at one of those, like, this could happen in our world. In certain weird, magical, mysterious corners of it.
you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came
Diving?
to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in
that's right.
1970,
Diver's Isle,
and
Diver's
Zane
Isle.
went down with the island.
Okay, so my geology people in chat. If you were sitting atop a lake made from the like caldera of a volcano, would you necessarily know that it was becoming active again? Like, or is there a slight possibility of a chance that a volcano that could absolutely, like, would you 100% be seeing signs, or is there a very small chance you would see zero signs and the lake would just erupt? Right? Like, my guess is that there would be some sort of sign. Like, you can't be inactive and then, my guess, which is probably very wrong, is that there is no 0 to 100, like 0 to eruption for a volcano. But I could be very wrong. I think it would be harder to tell with a lake versus just land. Volcanoes can be very unpredictable. I'm sure. But aren't volcanoes generally like tectonic, like related to the places where tectonic plates either butt up against each other or like have cracks or have space or whatever? And isn't the thing that most often causes a volcano eruption some movement or change in the relationship there? Anyways, that's not super unimportant. I'm just curious. Today we would have technology that would probably help track activity.
I'll take you to Rose's trailer.
Maybe less in 2010. Okay, I will go with you, but first I have to look for coffee. You don't understand. I have a weird hankering for the bean.
Just follow me. It's not far.
Is it this way? You know what else is weird? The audio in this game is like this guy's voice is sort of echoing. I don't know if that's 2010 audio or if that is this world is weird.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
There's this echo. There's like a more reverb, I guess. I don't know. That I think has only happened more recently in the game. Can I go in here? No?
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
A lot of environmental storytelling here. We'll see if they actually directly tell it. Got camo pants on. He's got a limp. I think we're meant to assume a veteran of some sort. We know he's God-fearing. We know he doesn't call them Native Americans. There are so many boots around. Mr. Randolph. His sign's on the thing. His number's on the sign. I'm just looking for coffee and manuscript pages. Don't mind me. Nothing over here? Probably can't go through these doors. For comparison, tectonic movements cause earthquakes as well, and those are quite unpredictable. But aren't there generally what's the word? What's the word for the vibrations pre-earthquake? I'm not saying like days ahead of time. But I'm like, if you're diving in a lake, I'm wondering if there's any warning sign. Do you think there's any warning sign generally? Imagine in 1970. Oh, for sure. Different time, for sure. I'm just like, on average, if you're diving in a lake and all of a sudden it erupts, what a wild circumstance. It's like, this water's getting a little hot. I hate how interactable this place is without actually having anything to interact with. I'm just supposed to follow you. But of course, you are moving slower. Why is this boat here? Holy shit.
Yeah, how about that? It was there in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
There's a dog. Is it Max? Be right back. Oh, there's a coffee thermos right there. I just ran right past it. What's that sound? You vacuuming? Is that a vacuum? Wait, that's amazing. What a neat detail. I think that might be a vacuum in there. Randy's dogs, by the way. Randy's dogs. You're Randolph. You run a hot dog stand? What's on the menu? Granny Claus clam chowder. Somebody hammering? What's that sound? Does the coffee do anything? It's a collectible, I think. As far as I know. Barry's being awfully quiet. Does the coffee do anything? It makes my headache go away.
It gets better. A local girl Barbara Jagger drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like
The
that.
scratching hag?
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady.
No.
What, the lamp lady?
Lamp lady.
She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Well, yeah, at this point, we trust her because she's very, like, she's attuned to the darkness, you know? Looking for manuscript pages. I can't wait to play Alan Wake Remastered just to get to play an Alan Wake game that doesn't have controls from 2010. Yeah, exactly, Stacy. My exact thought.
Well, mister, this here's Rose's trailer. You mind me asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Gonna come with us? Come with me, please. Please come with me. This guy sucks. He's definitely meant to suck.
Welcome to... Oh dear. Mr. Wake.
God, this is so fucking creepy. I sent a video on Discord of the sudden Etna eruption from earlier this year. Tourists literally had to run down the mountain. Scientists can't accurately predict an eruption, not even this year. Oh yeah, for sure. I'm not saying predictions, like predicting the weather. I'm saying like the warning sign thing. Which it sounds like in this case they had zero warning. Like zero, like in the 5 minutes before, no idea something was happening. Which is crazy. Which is wild. That would be so scary. Okay.
I'm so glad you're here.
Where's my
Rose, you have
flashlight?
my manuscript?
Oh. Oh, yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Please, come in.
What's wrong? Oh, God.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Oh, you got drugged? You both got drugged? That makes sense.
What?
He commented on how good it was.
What?
Evil ghost coffee. Oh, shit. That scared me. Wow.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
The voice. This is the voice. This is the voice from the nightmare scene. Hiding in my Barbara's skin. What? It's coming for you, hiding in my Barbara's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. This is God from the for the very first nightmare scene.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started.
The manuscript or what?
I insist.
Whose side is the kidnapper on? The fairy guy on?
Turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Back to work, boy.
Oh.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger.
Barbara.
She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less
Well,
of me and more of her.
now I feel
hate
bad.
it, but I know she's right.
Now I feel bad for editing you
She
so
promises
aggressively.
me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
The genre is shifting? You're Alan Wake. What were you writing the first time? Did you try and write a children's book? No, you're Alan fucking Wake. You were writing a horror story. What are you saying the genre is shifting towards horror? Buddy, I've seen A Sudden Stop. I've seen The Things I Like or whatever that shit was called. We know that's what you were writing beforehand, probably. Okay, so we've pieced it together. So Thomas Zane is a writer in the Cauldron Lake. Barbara is the young person who died swimming. The darkness is chasing Alan. It's wearing my Barbara's skin. That tells us the God voice is Thomas Zane. The old woman is probably a grown Barbara Jagger who is editing Alan Wake's manuscript, doing some sort of complex incantation. The pieces are coming together. They probably should have come together a little earlier, but we figured that part out. Barreled doesn't look so good over there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. So I have questions. Is this Rose's trailer? Is this where Rose sleeps? Because a mobile is giving very, very different energy than this. We have like child. We have like teen, like pop fandom, celebrity obsession. We've got like stuffed animal. We've got some books. I'm struggling with the design of Rose's room. What is that book? Believe in Change. And then it's got a Toots face on the front of it. Oh boy. Turn the light on.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road.
You can't write a book in 12 hours. You can't even write an ending in 12 hours. There's no way. You're fucked. Give up on Alice. She's dead. Let's go back to our very rich New York appointment. Rose? Apartment, I should say. Rose, you good? Let me just grab this coffee thermos. Cooking with corn. 72 tasty recipes. Rose?
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
So what is up with the design here? If this is a trailer, right? Like a double wide kind of situation. Bedroom here. What's behind this wall? It's got to be the bathroom, but this 2010 game couldn't come up with the funds to make the bathroom, so there's just nothing. What's behind this wall? Bathroom? Sure. Where's the door? I couldn't hate Rose. She was just a plot device. Oh boy, she did get used. All right, Barry. All right, Barreled.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
You want some coffee? I guess we could just walk outside. But you just told me to put Barry in the car, so I'm a little... Oh, there's my manuscript. Oh, shit, it's nighttime. Oh, fuck.
My gun and flashlight were gone.
Oh, boy.
I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
You got a Kool-Aid man to get to the bathroom? All right, let's read the manuscript. Randolph calls the police.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, The writer and his smart-ass sidekick. Looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
I hate to be that guy. I have one question. How do you know her normal bedtime? Exactly, Oculus. I think what we're doing, though we are limited for space, is saying way past the time she normally turned her lights off, which still sounds creepy, but I like my rose like I like my coffee, still sweet when life had tried to make her bitter. Oh boy. We gotta follow the path back around. Is this place set? Oh, there's a radio.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM.
Hey, Pat, it's Walt Snyder.
What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know?
Uh-oh. Walt?
I've just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but,
Is Walt the drunk... Front seat question, yes or no? Is Walt the drunk guy from the police station in episode 1? Does anybody know? Danny wants a sub. I got you, Danny. Thanks for the chats. Yes? Okay. So we have the town drunk kind of guy saying, once again, I'm not drinking. I'm staring out the window trying to make sense of it all.
I ain't been drinking either, you know, I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and...
You know Danny.
Then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just... Well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah. Well, you know, he's, Danny's my best friend, and,
Walt, listen, I love your story, but you have got to get to the fucking point. Stop with the filler words, please.
They let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
Is Danny okay?
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
I don't know. Something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, Walt, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
Okay, interesting music choice to end on that. Oh boy. So I need to get out of the trailer park, which is sketchy to me because I'm concerned that maybe something bad's gonna happen. We also already explored this whole area during the daytime. And now I'm concerned there's gonna be a manuscript page here during the nighttime that I'm not aware of. So we're sprinting around. We're out of breath, but we're sprinting around. What the fuck? Oh, it's a baby crying. Kind of a lovely, like, heartwarming amount of environmental storytelling in this place. I thought it was a person muffled, like, screaming through a, like, duct tape over their mouth, you know? But, like, the vacuum, the baby crying, like, that's so right for, you know, like, this area isn't going to be entirely quiet. Got a lot of people.
Oh, you're gonna get it now.
I was supposed to go to the sheriff earlier. Now we're gonna meet the FBI agent.
God knows what what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale,
Yep.
FBI. Get him up, Hemingway. You're under arrest. You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face. Stay right where you are, Blaine.
Jesus Christ! We knew it though, because we knew it from the
What? I'm standing right here, you
manuscript.
goddamn maniac.
Neo, truly. What in the fuck?
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Make it easier.
Oh, we're escaping the police. Oh, this is bad. The police, led by the volatile FBI agent Nightingale, are chasing Wake. For fear of missing his meeting with the man who kidnapped his wife, he can't afford to stop. Good thing they aim like you do. What the fuck? Hey, mods, I have a question. Can you reply to your own comment with post? Like in that case, Carly posted Evo's comment. But can you just shout yourself out on the thing? You can't reply to your own comment. Oh, okay.
Move it, move it, move it!
All right. We're going to start the chase here. Oh, shit. We'll see how far we make it. This is a situation in which I would guess the next story move would be to give me outside help. We're up against a brick wall. The police are chasing us. The town itself is turned against us. Barry, our friend, is no longer here. If I were in control of the story, next thing I would do is give us some sort of outside help. Or get us caught by Nightingale so that we can have more to do with him. But
Okay, men, keep your eyes peeled.
depends where we're going next.
Oh, damn.
Which way did he go?
The fuck is that red light? Oh, shit. Whoa!
Damn it! Keep an eye out. God damn it! Where did he go? He slipped away. Keep an eye out.
I'm out of breath. I think we made it. Thank God none of the darkness is fighting me. Yet. Oh. It wouldn't have to be help. It could also be...
Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
It could also be something even worse. Okay. Dark presence sleeps. Yeah, we're in the dark and the dark presence isn't doing shit.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Okay, so I have a clarity. I'm wondering about a clarity thing here. The rock stars had stirred it. So what does that mean? Basically, there's a darkness in Cauldron Lake or around that area. The poet had gone there and called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power. None of Thomas Zane's writing has survived. We have to assume that that darkness made it into his writing, which is in some way, shape, or form being hidden or has been removed or something. JPS Evil, thanks so much for the subscription. Thank you. How you doing today? So that makes me wonder about what exactly he wrote. The rock stars, there's a space between them, which makes no sense to me. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it seemed the writer on the when it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes. Great, how are you? I'm having the time of my life. Having the time of my life. I'm gonna keep this rock stars in my mind though. Figure out what the fuck that means. All right, let's keep going. The darkness is awake now again, by the way. I was running from the police. Now I'm back in the darkness. We don't even have a flashlight. Oh, God. Run. Fucking run. Fucking run. What was that? Oh, my God. Something is being knocked over.
Nightingale, over.
What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this.
Well, make the time. You can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over.
I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over.
You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
The old classic local cops versus the agents. Okay, we've made it to a save. Our goal is still to escape the police. We should probably just call it here. But I'm just too curious to see what happens with this flare. And what's happening here.
Search the area.
Okay, we're still running from the police. So far, the running has seemed pretty easy. I need a flashlight. They're all below me. Oh, shit. Yep, this is cool. We're seeing them fight the darkness and lose. It sounds like a fucking bear. Like a Godzilla-sized bear. Uh-oh, the light went out. That's not good.
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that geek writer just took out my deputies? Are you kidding? I mean, have you seen this guy? He wears a tweed jacket. Over.
He's the guy we're chasing. If it's not him, who then? Bigfoot? Over.
I don't know yet, but I'm not in the habit of jumping to conclusions. That tends to come back and bite you in the ass. Out.
Okay, so we like the sheriff better. Do we know the sheriff's name other than Sarah? Front seat question. Do we know her name other than Sarah? Sheriff. That geek writer wearing tweed. Uh-oh. Helicopter. Shardik? Is that... Oh, fuck! You can't see me. This is really amazing for 2010. What the fuck? Birds. This is really amazing for 2010. What the hell? Oh my god, they broke it. Holy shit. Oh yeah, perfect use. Oh, that's so funny. I know her name. Have I been told her name? Her last name? I think that might be the old, There's a coffee thermos over there. You seeing what I'm seeing, chat? Oh, yeah, that's coffee. Might be the gas station? I don't know what that is. Sweet. Front seat question. What's the sheriff's last name? Is it Shardik or was that... I really don't remember. Or was that something else in chat? Sheriff Breaker. Oh my god. Is that the Skull Kid? Up on top of the... Oh no, never mind. Sorry. It's just a thing of the light. Sarah Breaker. Welcome to Firewatch, baby. Oh, there's another one over here. Is that the gas station?
I could see the lights of the radio station in the distance.
Radio station. Anything else you can see? All of a sudden you're in Majora's Mask. Another coffee thermos. Let's go.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were... Hey, Mulligan, what are you doing? Come on!
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over.
Go ahead, Mulligan. Over.
We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over.
I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better
Hi,
get
Bobby.
Doc in to
How's it
take a
going?
look at both of them. Over.
Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The, Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over.
Oh, yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
So the explanation we're getting from that radio overheard story is that the Fed is drunk. He he drinks them to stay awake. Alan Wake. I find that a little sloppy unless it is hinted to in one of these about Nightingale.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright.
Nope, it literally is right there. I was going to say sudden alcoholism as an explanation for one character's wild actions is a little sloppy. But it turns out it wasn't sudden at all. The first time we encountered the name Nightingale, he desperately wanted to turn the car around and drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. Wasn't very sudden. No, the game is doing the writers are doing their work. They're hinting at it. Then they're explaining it after the fact in case you missed the hint and the Cool. So I think we can save right here. I'm guessing this little piece of light is a checkpoint. I don't know. It doesn't say checkpoint reached. Hinting at it as a stretch. We all know me. Sometimes it takes pretty big fucking hints to get it across. I think we're going to pause right here and call it a day. We'll be back Friday for more. I think this is a decent place to call it. Oh, I don't know. Do I need to find another save? I don't know that that technically counted as a save. Shit. I might need to go find a save. And we'll call it a day.
I
Hi,
imagine
Bobby.
that
How
the
you doing?
broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine.
Wait, the coal mine? Is that where I'm supposed to meet the guy? The kidnapper? I didn't know that. The fuck? Just like I didn't know that the guy was a drunk. I did know it, and then I forgot it. There was a save when you got to the tower? Uh-oh.
Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light.
Okay, we'll just pop up here, see if we get a light and a save, and then go from there. Gotta be a light up here.
There was no power to the searchlight.
Well, bummer. We do have a coffee thermos, though. Bro forgets everything. I really do. It's my... If I could change one thing about myself, it'd be my fucking memory. It's bad. Oh, we got the juice. And the cord is sparking? That seems bad. Can I electrocute myself? That'd be one way to put an end to it all.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Do I have to be fast? Is that what the game is here? Oh, kick that part? Wow. I kicked it directly into place. Yo.
Oh, got an ad. Let's fix that.
Thank you, Luke. Thank you so much, Luke. Thanks for the 32 months. Appreciate you. Good old percussive maintenance. All right, this says checkpoint. We're going to stop. Checkpoint reached. We're going to stop right there. Dope. That's it for Alan Wake today. Man, I had a lot of fun playing. I got to take a break there, but we'll be back on Friday for more. And I'm sure we'll finish the game, right? Just kidding. Probably not. We're probably going to be playing this game a little bit into November, but goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Thanks so much for watching. And I'll see you guys again soon.